Okay, we're ending with because
Okay.
you guys got to rank your four.
Okay.
You got to rank the four. That's all I
Like
was going to ask you.
from like a historical perspective or from like a personal perspective?
Personal favorites. Personal favorites in order.
So Tyler's an asshole and he's going to put 07 first. So
I'm
he's
right.
not going
I'm
to
not
get
an
to
asshole.
You're an asshole, and I'm not going to let him go first in this exercise. 1A is 04. 1B is 18.
That's cheating. You can't do
it's
that.
It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, Jared.
Nope.
Yes. You don't make the rules. You don't make the rules.
Literally, yes, I do. This is my show. It
Matt
says
just told us what the format
right there at
is.
the top of the screen, the Jared Carrabis podcast. Therefore, you're in my jurisdiction. 1A is 04.
Sponsored by DraftKings.
That's true.
So are they the boss or are you the boss?
I would say they probably call more shots than I do. Yeah, everyone's got a boss.
We all have a boss.
Yeah. It sucks because like 13 was also like I was at that game. I was at the clincher in 13. I mean, no matter what, 07 is dead last. 07 is dead last. But like for every championship, they've all had super special personal connections to me because even 07, if they don't win in 07 was the year I started my Red Sox blog in 06. And because they won in 07, that's why my shit popped off for the first time. And then 13, I was like doing TV for the first time because the Red Sox were in the World Series and then getting to go there to be at that game. And then 18, like the fucking parade. I like, sorry, Steve, but like that was sorry about it. And then 04, if they don't win in 04, they probably don't win the next three. So fuck, it's hard.
You have an answer coming?
It's gonna. I'm thinking out loud because it's something that I think about here and there. But to actually put it together a definitive list, I'm gonna go 04, 18, 13, 07.
Okay. On the record.
Yes. 07 for me because that was my baby.
Asshole.
I'm not an asshole. I'm speak. Would you rather me not be who I am? Would you rather me be somebody else?
I've asked players from the 07 team, like that were on the 04 team. Do you think the 07 Red Sox win the World Series if the 04 Red Sox don't? They're like, nope.
I'm talking about reality here. 07, I was a child. I was 9 years old. So that one means the most to me. Fine enough. Sure, Jared. 2013 would be my number 2. That was the year I went to the most Red Sox games I ever went to my whole life. Boston Marathon, everything. I was in high school. A lot of special memories with that parade as a young teenager. 2018 was perfect. Everything not stressful. Like you said, Matt, like you knew early in that year how special that team was. And by far, in terms of just enjoyment and not fighting on Twitter and getting upset, by far the smoothest ride. And then 2004 is last because I've done my history.
You put it last?
In terms of personal meaning, I can't put that much emphasis on something I didn't experience.
You're a jackass.
I'm real.
I mean, but that's fair. How old were you in 04?
How old were you?
You were what?
Me?
Yep.
I was a sophomore in high school.
I was 6. What were you doing when you were 6 years old?
Watching the Red Sox.
I told you, I didn't have my first actual thought or realized I was alive until I was 8 or 9.
So when I was 6, that would have been 95. And I remember like Mo Vaughn, like fucking cranking homers, winning the MVP. The Red Sox won the division and he rode around Fenway Park on a horse. Just be better. Just be better.
If I walked up to 6-year-old Jared and I asked him to tell me that, he would not be able to tell me that. You can tell me that now because you've been sitting here studying it.
If you went up to 6-year-old Jared and you said, "Hey, who's the best player on the Red Sox?" I would be like, Mo fucking Vaughn, and I would have said it just like that.
6-year-olds, like that's when you barely start talking. You're just learning language then.
Yeah, well, my first word was fucking no, Mo Vaughn.
A lot of people will relate with me on this. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think people are gonna absolutely discredit you for putting 04 last. Like you just lost a lot of credibility here.
Do you have to do this in front of Matt? Really?
Yeah, I do actually.
I'm the same age as Tyler, and that list is outrageous. So I just want to get that out there. But 2018 is my number one because I was living in Boston, so that was sick. 2004 is number two just because of the historical significance. Then I would go 13 and 07 last because no one cares about that one.
Now we're just getting disrespectful.
No one. And I know that it kills him inside. I interviewed Mike Timlin in Colorado, who was on the 07 team, who has won 4 World Series himself. And I asked him to rank his personal 4 World Series titles that he's been on, and he put 07 last. He was on the fucking team.
Oh, all I'm saying is if I walked up to Dustin Pedroia right now and I put my hand around him and I was like, hey, Dustin, do you remember when you were a rookie? You came into the league and you were the face of that postseason run and what you did to Jeff Francis and how we talked about that.
Pedroia would put 07 last. He would be like, he'd be like, 04, that's the year that they drafted me.
No,
13 because of what happened with the bombing. And he was in the dugout in 18. People forget he didn't play, but he was in the dugout that whole ride. He'd be like, that was a lot of fun to not have to like have the pressure of anything. And in 07, like whatever.
All I'm saying is Dustin would have it as one or two.
Historical significance. Like if you take each one as a whole, 04 is the most significant. 13 meant the most. 18 was the best.
Meant the most.
You think 04 meant more to the city of Boston than you think 04 meant more to the city of Boston than winning it after the bombing?
I do.
Really?
I would agree.
Mm-hmm. I mean, 13 meant a lot, but
I put 04 first, by the way.
Yeah, I
put 04 first.
They mean a lot, obviously, for different reasons, but objectively, 04 meant more to the city of Boston than 13 did.
Maybe looking back on it now, but in that time period, the Red Sox won it in 13 when the city needed something like that more than they needed it in 04. Yeah, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if that's true, Matt. I really don't.
This is worse than my take.
Coming off of the Aaron Boone homer the year before, and then getting back to the ALCS, being down 3-0, being the first team to come back, being down 3-0 against the Yankees, winning Game 7 in the Bronx, and then sweeping the World Series.
I know.
You were?
I was at Game 7.
I did not know that. Why? You've never told me that.
When Johnny Damon hit 2 homers, including a grand slam. Yes, I was at that game.
Off of what's his name? Javier Vasquez. Yeah, what a bum! What a bum that guy was. Thanks for the fucking pennant.
How about that?
Yeah, what a bum.
How about that? Yeah,
I did not know that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like that's just the truth. People might think that that's an insensitive thing to say, but 04 definitely meant more to the city of Boston than the 13, but it's for different reasons. Like 13 meant a lot. So it just puts 04 in even more perspective. That if 13 meant that much, 04 still meant more.
I think the way like you put it is
and
like
Tyler
13
still put
meant
04
so
last.
much.
Yeah, like an absolute jackass.
No, we were talking personal. So what's inside my heart, not everybody else's. So there is no wrong answer. But secondly, 2013 was for everyone in that moment of time. I think 04 was generations. Like, I don't know. I always think of those stories that are like, my grandfather died and he never saw one. Yeah.
Right.
I line it right up there.
It's like generational excitement. 13
when it
for
stretches,
the people inside of Boston. What it did for that city and reuniting them under one common positive was massive, I think. Just listen, and then 18 was the best team ever.
Yeah.
In the history of baseball.
Each championship, if you're a Mario Kart guy, each championship was a mushroom in my career, no doubt. Like every time it was like every single one. So
True.
I can talk about each one having special significance. Put them in any order you want, and it is what it is. But Matt Barnes, World Series champ, All-Star, New England native. Thank you for coming on, spending all this time with us, and best of luck with the Miami Marlins. That feels gross saying that, but I do obviously wish
it's gonna be exciting.
I'll be watching. Yeah,
it's gonna be exciting.
Miami, dude.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you're gonna have a great time. Yeah,
for sure.
We'll catch up soon.